Hello friends, I hope you all are doing great. As we can see that SBI released notification related to SO, so we can expect the same for RBI. Ram Vijnesh requested me to start the current affairs series in English so that the student like him can easily understand. But before starting this, I just want you to say that I am not so frequent in English, but as you requested me before and I promised you to definitely start the lecture series in English, so I am here. If I make any mistake, I am already apologize it to you guys. Before starting the series, I just want to tell you, Ram, that this is impossible for us to cover the static portion, as you asked me before the detail of static GK, and you said me that if I could provide you the detailed syllabus of static GK. So first of all, I just want to say this is impossible for us to cover the static portion completely because of two reasons. First of all, static GK topic is very vast, and second one is it is static in nature. We need to grab it. We cannot say ki this is the concept related to static GK and you can easily understand so that you can revise it again and again. Nahi, we need to grab it. So it is impossible us to grab it because we all are human. Second one is, as we can saw in the previous year papers, and we could see that the most of the questions related to phase 1 and phase 2 of RBI were asked from current affairs, budget, economic survey, schemes, etc. And economic survey is already covered in Hindi. We are starting the series of current affairs, and what we will do in this, we will try to cover the static portion related to current affairs in these lecture series only. As we can see that most of the news related to any topic repeats itself after next month or after 2 to 3 months. So our second one is kya hai, as also in the previous year the question asked to the static portion related to those news which are covered in the current affairs of that month or that year, and I guarantee you that this is the best way to remember this. So now we can start our lecture. ठीक है? So let's start the video. The very first news is related to Kavach. Kavach is a rapid response center which has approved by Department of Science and Technology at a total cost of 56 crore rupees at the Society for Innovation and Entrepreneurship at IIT Mumbai. As we can saw that RBI asked questions related to the full form of any scheme, any initiative which is taken by any ministry or initiative taken by RBI or any other bank. So this kind of question has been asked very fluently in RBI exam. So it is important for us to remember the full form of Kavach. So what is the full form of Kavach? Center for Augmenting War with COVID-19 Health Crisis, that is Kavach. The second news is related to Andhra Pradesh. Naval Dockyard at Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh has designed MOM. So here it is also important to know the full form of MOM, that is Portable Multi-Feed Oxygen Manifold, and how it is useful. It is used to supply the oxygen to the multiple patient at a time, because this is the situation of COVID-19 and we know that oxygen is very essential for the patient related to COVID. So the Naval Dockyard at Visakhapatnam has designed MOM through which we can supply the oxygen to the multiple patient at a single time. And what is the news related to this is that Andhra Pradesh capital is Amravati, second the Chief Minister Y.S. Jagmohan Reddy, and third one the Governor is Vishwa Bhushan Harichandan. So as we can see in news, if the government keeps transferring the governor, these questions are asked fluently, so they become important for us to remember. ठीक है? The third news is related to National NCC, that is National Cadet Corps, and they started a exercise, and the exercise name is NCC Yogdan. The question can be asked like this, that the exercise NCC Yogdan is related to whom? So we have to know that the exercise NCC Yogdan is related to National Cadet Corps. So first of all, we have to know the formation of National Cadet Corps. It is founded on 16th of July 1948, and second one is its headquarter in New Delhi, and its director general is Lieutenant General जो है राजीव चोपड़ा. इट्स लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल कौन है? राजीव चोपड़ा. एंड द फोर्थ न्यूज इज रिलेटेड टू आरोग्य सेतु. आरोग्य सेतु इज अ ऐप विच इज ऑफिशियली launched by Government of India and is developed by National E-Governance Division of Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology in association with Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The question can be asked like this, आरोग्य सेतु app, who developed this app? तो who developed this app? Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology with association of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So we have to know that who is the minister responsible for Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. That is Ravi Shankar Prasad, who is the cabinet minister of this ministry, and Harsh Vardhan is related to Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The next news is related to Ministry of Tourism. A portal is launched by Ministry of Tourism. That name is Stranded in India. So it is important, it can be asked that the Stranded in India portal is launched by which ministry? So Ministry of Tourism has launched a portal Stranded in India for what? To help foreign tourists who are stuck in various parts of the country because of COVID-19. ठीक है. So we have to know the minister responsible for Ministry of Tourism, that is Prahlad Singh Patel, who is a Minister of State of Independent Charges. The sixth news is related to World Bank, who has approved $1 billion to the Indian government so that we can easily combat with COVID-19 situation. So as we can saw the syllabus of RBI, it is mentioned that we have to know about different organizations, and so we have to know about World Bank. So the World Bank is founded in July 1944 and its headquarter is based in Washington DC, USA. And who is the president of World Bank? This is David Malpass, and the MD and the chief financial officer is Anshula Kant. And this is important for us to remember because Anshula Kant is related to India. The next news is related to Karuna. Karuna is an initiative of civil services officers to help Government of India to support and supplement the efforts of Government of India in fighting the coronavirus. So important for us is to remember the full form of Karuna, and the initiative is related to whom? So the initiative is related to civil services officers, and the acronym for Karuna is Civil Services Association Reach to Support in Natural Disaster. The next news is news number 8 related to IIT Roorkee and AIIMS Rishikesh. The news is for Pran Vayu. What is Pran Vayu? Pran Vayu is a portable ventilator which has been developed by IIT Roorkee and AIIMS Rishikesh to help the patient related to coronavirus. So the question can be asked that Pran Vayu is an initiative of whom? So this is an initiative of IIT Roorkee and AIIMS Rishikesh. The next news is related to Ministry of Civil Aviation. The Ministry of Civil Aviation has launched initiative called Lifeline Udan. So as we can saw, the Stranded in India portal is launched by Ministry of Tourism, and Lifeline Udan is an initiative of Ministry of Civil Aviation to help the Indians who has been stuck in different part of the country, so that we can transport medical facilities to them in the remote and hilly areas. So who is the Ministry minister responsible for civil aviation is Hardeep Singh Puri ji. The next news is related to Ministry of Human Resource Development and All India Council for Technical Education. They has started a online portal named Samadhan to fight against coronavirus. So the question can be asked like this, that the Samadhan portal is initiative of which ministry? So this is an initiative of Ministry of HRD and Indian Council for Technical Education. So who is the minister responsible for human resource and development? That is Ramesh Pokhriyal ji. The next news is related to Pradhan Mantri Jan Aushadhi Kendra. Under Pradhan Mantri Jan Aushadhi Kendra, Swasthya ke Sipahi are delivering essential services and medicines at the doorstep of patients and elderly. Because of the nationwide lockdown and nobody is allowed to come out from their houses, so the necessary or essential services like medicines can be delivered at their doorsteps. So we have to know about the Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana Kendra, because schemes is a very important topic and RBI loves this to ask the questions related to schemes. So first of all, the question can be asked like PMBJP, full form of PMBJP. So Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana Kendra, we have to remember this. And the second one is, this is initiative which is launched by Department of Pharmaceuticals, Government of India, so that we can get the medicines at the affordable prices through Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Kendra. Second one is क्या है, Bureau of Pharma Public Sector Undertaking of India. This is also established under the Department of Pharmaceutical, so that it can support the central public sector units for the procurement, supply and marketing of the generic drugs through the Pradhan Mantri Kendra. And the schemes which has been launched in 2014 by the name of Jan Aushadhi scheme, and in 2015 this has been revamped as Pradhan Mantri Jan Aushadhi Yojana, and in 2016 it against revamped as Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana. So the question can be asked about the full form of PMBJP, about the full form of BPPI, about the full form of PMJAY, about the full form of PMBJP, Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Kendra. BPPI is Bureau of Pharma Public Sector Undertakings of India. So it has been launched in year 2014. The next news is also related to Ministry of Human Resource Development. So we have already discussed the minister responsible to the Ministry of Human Resource Development is Ramesh Pokhriyal ji. The next the news is कि they has designed a DigiLocker as the soul of National Academic Depository, or they has directed the UGC to implement the NAD National Academic Depository at the permanent scheme within the DigiLocker. So जो DigiLocker scheme has been launched on 1st of July 2015, and under which National Academic Depository has been developed, and the authority to give the authority related to this is directed to the University Grant Commission, that is UGC. So we have to know about DigiLocker. This is a scheme which is launched on 1st of July 2015, and initially the storage space provided was 100 MB, and the later it is increased to 1st of GB. So this initiative is related to which ministry? Ministry of Electronics and IT. And the National Academic Depository, which is came into existence throughout the country in 2017 and 18, and this is useful because we can because we can save our school leaving certificates, our degree, our other academic records online, and it is very important for us to remember this. So the next news is related to DRDO. DRDO has developed personal sanitization enclosure and full face mask to protect the primarily health care professional from the novel coronavirus. So question can be asked that what is the full form of PSC, FEM, and they are initiative of whom? So DRDO has developed personal sanitization enclosure and full face mask to protect the healthcare professionals. So we have to know about DRDO. DRDO is founded on 1958. Its headquarter is in New Delhi, and the minister responsible for this is Rajnath Singh, which is a minister also responsible for Ministry of Defense, and the chairman of DRDO is Dr. G. Satish Reddy ji. The next news is also related to Government of India, who has launched iGOT e-learning platform to combat COVID-19 for all the frontline workers to equip them with the training and updates in coping with pandemic. So iGOT learning platform is also related to COVID-19. I think the news recently which is in the news is almost related to COVID-19. The next news is related to TRIFED. So first of all, before starting the news, we have to know the full form of TRIFED, that is Tribal Cooperative Marketing Development Federation of India, because this full form can be asked in RBI. TRIFED has collaborated with UNICEF for what? To develop digital communication strategy for promoting a digital campaign for self-help group. ओके यानी कि ट्राइफेड और यूनिसेफ हैज डेवलप्ड अ डिजिटल कम्युनिकेशन स्ट्रेटजी फॉर सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप्स. द क्वेश्चन कैन बी आस्क्ड लाइक for self-help group, TRIFED is collaborated with whom? WHO, World Bank, IMF, UNICEF, USAID, to which organization? So we have to know that TRIFED has collaborated with UNICEF for to develop a digital communication for to help self-help groups. Okay, so we have to know about TRIFED and UNICEF. So TRIFED, the Tribal Cooperative Marketing Development Federation of India, came into existence in 1987. This initiative belongs to Ministry of Tribal Affairs, Government of India, and its headquarter is based in New Delhi. And what about UNICEF? UNICEF founded on 11th of December 1946, and its headquarter is in New York, USA, and its head, who is the head of UNICEF, is Henrietta H. Fore is the head of UNICEF. The next news is related to National Institute of Open Schooling, that is NIOS. It will run a counseling session on the DTH channel, namely Panini, Channel Shraddha and Channel Kishore, for secondary and senior secondary level to overcome the loss of academic time of situation. Because it is not allowed for student or for anybody to come out their houses due to the coronavirus, so the NIOS will run a session due to overcome the loss of the academic time of students. So let's read about NIOS. NIOS full form is National Institute of Open Schooling. Its headquarter based in New Delhi, and it is founded on 3rd of November 1989, and its chairman is Shri Vishwajit Kumar Singh. And who is the responsible ministry for this? Is Ministry of Human Resource and Development. And who is the minister responsible for HRD ministry? Is Ramesh Pokhriyal ji. The next news is related to Ministry of Tourism. Ministry of Tourism has launched a webinar series named Dekho Apna Desh. So the question can be asked is, Dekho Apna Desh is a initiative of Ministry of Tourism, Ministry of Civil Aviation, or related to what? So it is a initiative of Ministry of Tourism. So the webinar series titled Dekho Apna Desh is start to provide the information on many destination and cultural heritage site of India. So the first such seminar was held with the title City of Cities, Delhi's Personal Diary. So this can be asked, the question can be asked like the webinar series, who is the ministry, and the third one about the title of this series. disease. The next news is related to AIIMS Rishikesh, and we already read a news. We already read a news about AIIMS Rishikesh. AIIMS Rishikesh plus IIT Roorkee has developed Pranvayu, a ventilator. And the second news related to AIIMS Rishikesh is AIIMS Rishikesh partners with BEL Bharat Electronics Limited to set up India's first remote health monitoring system in the state of Uttarakhand. So where is the headquarter of Bharat Electronics Limited? Is in Bengaluru, and it is founded on 1954, and its chairman and MD is MV Gautama. The next news is related to Suraksha stores. The government of India has set up a chain of 20 lakh retail shop called Suraksha store, so we can get our daily essentials from that store. The next news is also related to Ministry of HRD. Ministry of HRD start a web portal named Yukti. So we have to remember that what is the full form of Yukti is Young India Combating COVID with Knowledge, Technology and Innovation, to monitor and record the effort and initiative of the Ministry of HRD. The next news is related to Indraprasth Institute of Information Technology, Delhi, who has developed a mobile app named Wash Karo. So the question can be asked that the mobile app Wash Karo is developed by DRDO, is developed by CSIR, or developed by AIIMS, IIT. So we have to know that the Wash Karo app is developed by Indraprasth Institute of Information Technology and Delhi. The app will warn the people about coronavirus contaminant zone. The next news is related to Serve the Senior initiative. This is a helpline which is launched by Jammu and Kashmir State Legal Service Authority. The next news is related to CSIR Institute of Genomics and Integrative Biology. We have to know the full form of both CSIR and also for IGIB. So CSIR full form is Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, and what is the full form of IGIB is Institute of Genomics and Integrative Biology. Has developed Feluda. What is Feluda? Feluda is a low-cost COVID-19 test strip. This is developed by two scientists, Dr. Souvik Maiti and Dibyajyoti Chakrabarti. So the question can be asked that the Feluda is a test strip, and who developed this? So CSIR Institute of Genomics and Integrative Biology. So let's talk about CSIR. CSIR established on 26th of September 1949, and its president is always the Prime Minister of India, and its director general is Shekhar C. Mande. And where is the headquarter of CSIR? Is in New Delhi. The next news is related to United Nations Office on Drug and Crimes, UNODC. They has rolled out a flagship program. First of all, we have to know about the flagship program, that is Education for Justice, and under this they have rolled out a series which names is Lockdown Learner series. The series is has launched lockdown series of online dialogue with educators and students, so that they can emphasize on the coronavirus situation and its impact on sustainable development goals, peace and rule of the law. And the sustainable development goals chapter is recently added in economic survey, and it is very important for us to remember this. So if you didn't see the video related to this, you can check in the economic survey, current affairs economic survey volume 2 video lecture number 6. ठीक है. So what is about UNODC? The full form of UNODC is United Nations Office on Drugs and Crimes. It is established in 1997, and its headquarter is in Vienna, Austria, and the executive director of United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime is Mr. Ghada Wale of Egypt. और ये important, why it is important for us to remember this? Because the appointment is on on 1st of February 2020. तो who is the executive director? Mr. Gada Wele of Egypt is the director. The next news is related to Asian Development Bank. Asian Development Bank signed a loan agreement with government of India of amount of $1.5 billion to combat with COVID-19 situation. Asian Development Bank's headquarter is in Philippines. Its president is Masatsuka Asakawa, and it is founded on 19th December 1966. The next news and the last news is related to Vidyut Vyapar Nigam Limited, which is a subsidiary of National Thermal Power Corporation Limited, which has provided hydrogen fuel cell based electric buses and 10 hydrogen fuel based electric car in Leh and Delhi. So the question can be asked in two forms. First of all, hydrogen fuel cell based electric buses and car will be provided in which states? So we have to remember Leh and Delhi. And second one, the organization or the corporation which is provided this service is Vidyut Vyapar Nigam Limited, which is a subsidiary of National Thermal Power Corporation. So National Thermal Power Corporation is founded on 7th November 1955 and its headquarter is in New Delhi, India, and its chairman and MD is Gurdeep Singh. So this is the last news related to the current affairs of national affairs. If you like the video, then you can please share and subscribe my channel, or let's meet in the next video. Till then, thank you. Bye bye.